Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you an Unholy Death Knight mod build in Baldur's Gate 3. This is a modded class that was created and added to the in-game mod manager. Will hopefully come to console. It's similar to the Death Knight from World of Warcraft, but not very the same. This mod was created by Bdvard, and it's actually a version of their homebrew class that they use as a dungeon master, so it's pretty cool. And with this, we're going to choose for cantrips. There's two unique ones. So the Sapping Sting, which is 1d8 or 1d4 necrotic and knocks the target prone, and Otherworldly Grasp, which is 1d8 of necrotic damage. We also get a class passive fighting style here. Defense is probably the best choice here. It's usually the best choice for the +1 armor class. Great weapon fighting is decent too, but we get a lot of feats with this because this requires you to have the feat every 2 level mod for it. So it's probably best to actually go with that, and we can take Savage Attacker to get the same benefit. This class is actually based off of our wisdom stats, so something like this can work good. However, if you have strength potions or the cheater's ring, you can spawn in a bunch of strength potions. I would typically drop and put it dexterity, because with higher dexterity we can actually get a higher initiative and armor class. So I'm using a weapon that's a finesse weapon. It's a Death Knight Frostmourne blade, so I'll show that off, but it's a finesse version of a weapon. So you can see there on my back, it's pretty cool. Now I'll go over gear near the mid to the end of the video, and then I'll do combat as well to show you guys what to do. At level 2 we get the Fallen Knights. We regain 1 health point whenever we get knocked down 1 time, so that's good. And we also get some unique spells. Inflict wounds, cause fear, so this makes the target frightened, gives disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls for 2 turns. We also get the Ghastly Flight, which does 2d8 necrotic damage, and it gives disadvantage on attack rolls, so that's pretty nice. And then also we got the Anti-Magic Armor, which gives advantage on saving throws against spells. Also things like Dissonant Whispers, which can frighten a target, and it's a really good spell. Then we also have a Ray of Sickness, which could possibly poison a target, giving disadvantage on attack rolls. Now our first feat, since we got extra feats here, we'll take our Wisdom up, which gives us more spell slot preparation. At level 3 we get to choose our subclass. This is the Unholy version. I've done a Frost one with the actual Death Knight. These are similar to the it's not really the same as the World of Warcraft one, but similar. So with the Unholy, we get our Ulcer Strike here. So a disgusting poison is released from your weapon. Weapon attacks deal additional 1 to 4 necrotic and make your target rot. Rotting means they take additional necrotic damage every turn. And we also get ourselves the Armor of Death, which is like Armor of Agathis, but does necrotic damage. And we get Hex. So a few spells there. And we also can replace spells and prepare them, so it's kind of funky. We got both choices here. We'll just add in. Really, the spell slot selection is not amazing because we don't have that many choices. We only get up to level 3 spells. So, yeah. Now we get another ability score improvement, and may as well just max out our wisdom here. Good choice. We can also go with the Savage Attacker next, but we get ourselves an extra attack at level 5, and we get level 2 spells, so we can actually get some better choices here. So, Asphyxia, so 3d8 necrotic damage, creating a cloud, and it can stun the target. We also got Grip of Death, which is a bonus action pulling the target towards us, and Wither and Bloom, which does necrotic damage and heals us. So it's pretty good, and we'll go with that there. Typically, once we get the extra attack, we want to get up close to the enemy. We also get another choice in spells, so Enthrall can be decent. And for our feat, we'll take the Savage Attacker so that we can get a little bit extra damage off. So that's not a bad choice, giving us additional roll of damage so that we're here dealing more damage. At level 7, we get the Dark Powers, the spells you cast and attacks you make ignore resistance to necrotic damage. In addition, our resistance to necrotic becomes an immunity, so we become much stronger. You can take Ray of Enfeeblement there, it's fine. We'll get level 3 spells soon, and then we can switch things up at next level. And we'll get ourselves another feat here, so Alert being a good choice in feat. Just for the Can't Be Surprised +5 initiative. So now we got our level 3 spells, so we can go back and remove some of the other ones, so like Vampiric Touch, Animate Dead, and also the Spirit Shroud, which adds 2d8 or 2d4 of necrotic damage to our weapon, so that's nice. And then at level 10 we get to our Aura of Decay, so nearby enemies take 1d6 necrotic damage per turn, can't become invisible when we're under this, so that's fine. We're not going to turn invisible often. Then we also get things like Feign Death. Slow is a really nice spell, so we'll go with that. And for our feat, we'll take a Dexterity improvement or Strength if you're not going the route that I'm going. Level 11 we get the Reaper, so imbue your blade with dark energy, so it makes a strong rot, giving an increase in the rot damage. So this will further hurt the enemy and give a bit more damage. And then we can take our final spell, so Stinky Cloud, I guess, for stopping target. And level 12 we get our final feat, and we get a choice of 1 more spell. So there's so many choices, we don't really need all of them. And we can max out dexterity at 20 if you'd like to go that route. Or you can take what other feat. There's a lot of feats here, so a lot of choice. Now with this, I'm using a weapon that's two-handed, so I can't use a shield. But the best choice for armor, since we're able to boost our dexterity up that high, is actually the armor of agility. Typically, I like the armor of persistence because that gives you a good armor class of 24 here. The armor of agility was 26. That's a lot better. So we'll go that route there. And I'm also using the boots protection, ring of protection, and cloak protection for the increased armor class. Mask of soul perception for +2 to attack rolls. Helldust gloves for +1 spell save DC and spell attack rolls. In addition, an extra 1 to 6 fire damage. Free critical hit with this killer sweetheart, and Hellrider longbow for +3 to initiative. So to show off what this looks like in combat, I'll just ungroup here. We'll go out into a combat encounter. We want to be setting up with a few different things here, so we got a lot of options for what we can set up with. Spirit Shroud will give us extra damage, additional 2d8 of necrotic. Then we also got the Aura of Frutility, which gives a -5 to saving throws to all targets around us. I should have covered that earlier, but this means that our saving throws are much more likely to land with that. And then we also have the Grip of Death there, and a Face of Death, so next attack roll against target will have advantage. We also have a Darkness spell here, which is quite nice. And we also want to set up with our Aura of Decay, so we can apply this. This will hurt targets around us, so be careful where you're at. And then we also got a Reaper attack there, so a lot of different attacks. And then we can also apply the Spirit Shroud to our weapon to deal a little bit extra damage. So we got that applied now, and we'll just get into a combat encounter to show off what this can do. We've rolled a 16 for initiative, so we're pretty strong. We also got the rapid decomposition here, which we can blast a target with, and that'll give them the rapid decomposition for 10 turns. And we can also put a hex on someone. We can heal ourselves with that. I'm just going to end the turn off there because we have a lot of other powerful abilities. Also with the Frostborn Blade, we do get some extra weapon actions that are quite strong. I'm not going to use because they become a little bit broken in terms of their own power. We can see there she's getting the rapid decomposition. When they come in close to us, they take necrotic damage, so she's going to take even more damage. Yeah, and she's getting wrecked. Oh, she tried to shove me. That did not happen. What's nice is that ability there gives additional 6 to 11 necrotic damage whenever they're near us. So, and he's going to take it too. It took her out at the start of our turn. We also blast them with that. Wither and Bloom, we can drop down on the enemy. The Reaper attack can also be pretty nice, so we can go with that and deal a ton of damage with that. So the Reaper can also be used with an extra attack, and it doesn't actually use spell slots, so we can blast them with that. It adds additional necrotic that ignores resistance. We were able to take out the enemy with that, so perfect. With this weapon, you also get some really powerful attacks. I'm not going to show those off because they just feel a little bit broken to use. But it's cool, even the Grip of Death, we can use that to pull enemies towards us. So if you can't make your way to an enemy, you can pull them right in with that. I think that's incredible. So yeah, really strong necrotic abilities. We're going to get attacked here, and she might not even be able to cast. Oh, main hand attack. Oh, and our Hour of Decay hit them and took them out. So yeah, we also have prepared the Armor of Death in preparation of this. I guess we'll go. I can't hit them with that. We can pull her towards us. Oh, I might not have an angle. No, don't got an angle on that. That's fine. Rapid decomposition, can't hit her with that. I guess what we could do is we could actually just oh, we can hit her with that. Oh, we hit ourselves with that, right? The epidemic, so cause a plague epidemic and everyone around us. I missed. She's gonna hit me with a spell, but typically we want to use our necrotic abilities because we ignore resistances with them. So a lot of the cool unique effects that we get, so we're immune to necrotic damage, so we don't take damage from that. We broke her concentration, even better. And then the Ghastly Flight, which we'll use here in a straight line. Blast, that hits for necrotic damage is fine. Then we can pull her. We can pull her towards us with this just for fun. But I also want to show off like our other attacks, Otherworldly Grasp and Sapping Sting, which can knock her prone. Beckoning Darkness is fine because we can ignore any type of necrotic damage. So she's getting out of her Aura of Decay. We have not taken any damage yet. Rapid Decomposition is really fun. Asphyxia can create a cloud around this target, so we'll just hit her with that. And some of the spells are not that strong, but hey, you can ignore resistant, you can ignore the necrotic damage. We finally got hurt there. She's teleporting out of the way. And we'll hit her with the sapping sting, which can knock her prone. Boom. So you hit with that, and then you can drop. We even got the grip of death, so we can use souls to heal ourselves. Depending on how many death charges you want to use, it'll add an additional 2 die to your healing, which is cool. It's a nice ability to heal your character. We got our nice 4 off there. So she got hit. I'm just playing with her like a cat right now. Normally I would just go in and use our basically the necrotic smite with the Reaper attack there. But again, I just wanted to be nice. So we got our of decay. This should take her out there. Boom. So yeah, the otherworldly grasp does necrotic damage. This is pretty cool. You want to typically be using your Reaper attack as much as possible because this adds a bunch of extra damage on top of it, and it makes the target take strong rot, which gives even more damage. But yeah, that's the Unholy Death Knight in Baldur's Gate 3. If you found this video useful, please hit the subscribe button below, and check out this mod made by Bdvard. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.